recording this on Tuesday night. Edmonton's up 5-3 on the Pittsburgh Penguins. Edmonton lighting up Stuey's skin seems to be working out. The new trade. I don't know if you want to talk about that a little bit. Are you a happy camper lately with that trade and stuff? Are you happy with it, or what are your thoughts on the whole trade there?
So far, yes. Yeah, people are kind of being like, "Oh, it's more of a lateral move than anything." But in my opinion, it's not. Like, I was listening to Chicklets today, their episode yesterday, and Whit was kind of giving some stats. Like, obviously, Stewie's been there his whole career. Like, it's kind of sad to see him go. Like, you think of the Oilers, you think of the mustache and that. Like, it's just like Stewie Skin's the guy. Like when the Oilers have a 900 save percentage or better, or their win percentage is like 90% or something like that. I don't know the exact stat, but it's close to that. Like when they
Yeah.
get over 900%, like over a 900 save percentage, they win majority of their games because they have such a great offense. And so far, just kind of watching the end of this game, Jarry's got 29 shots. He's let in 3 goals, so he's just under 900 save percentage. There is 147 goalies that made 10 plus playoff starts in the last however many years. And Stewie Skinner ranks 145th to 142nd in every single one of those stats. Like there's like 5 stats. So even though they've got one of the worst goaltending in the playoffs in like past history, they're still going to the cup. So
Yeah.
if Jarry can give us 905, 910, then I think we can possibly win those 2 cups. Like it's just and he's been pretty lights out. He played against Toronto, which he was good. And
Yeah.
he's played tonight and from what I've seen, he's played good. We had some coaching to do. So there we go. McDavid, empty netter.
Oh yeah. Oh, a little love tap on Skinner there
So
after that one.
yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I know I talked to you a little bit about talk about feeding him to the wolves too, because I know his first game was against Toronto and you guys kind of have that rivalry against them. And I think you said too, you typically don't do very well
It's
against them.
always usually like 6-5 losses against them.
Yeah.
But of course, it's the whole story of McDavid's going to Toronto, like he's playing back at home, and then they lose, and then and then everyone's like, oh, he's getting traded there. It's like, no,
I feel like that
uh,
storyline is pretty much just Biz trying to get in Wit's head with the whole
yeah,
McDavid to Toronto thing. I don't think
100%.
anyone actually thought that was going to happen.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of delusional Toronto fans thought it would happen, but
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, well, it was 6-3 win it against Toronto, so that's a big win. I mean, yeah, we can go over your entire week here. I know McDavid got first star of the week this week, so he's just been lighting it
yeah,
up.
yeah, we kind of left off just before the Sabres game. That was
Yeah,
kind of a
fourth.
crazy game. They went down 3-0, came back. McDavid ties it with like a second left, and then they obviously lose in overtime. But those are the games we just gotta win. Like it's like we
Yeah.
always lose those ones. Like they gotta find a way to win those, and hopefully with Jarry, then they start winning more of them. But at least we got a point out of it. And then going into Detroit, Stewie Skin's last game there, he played pretty lights out, 4-1 win. It was kind of uh, known, I would say, that those two were going to get dealt for each other because Jari had his full Oilers gear set up ready the day he got traded. So pads don't get made in an hour or two. Like it's definitely in the works. And then there was a moment after the Detroit game that Pickard and Skinner kind of went got together after the game, and big hugs, and kind of went off the ice, arms around each other and shit. So kind of right there, we knew it was gonna get done. So, but yeah, good game for Skinner last game as an Oiler. Going into Toronto, Jarry's first start the day after he got traded. I think the team really rallied behind him, but he played well. There was no glaring mistakes, so I think that was a success. I know there's big talk McDavid and Draisaitl each had 3 points, and Matthews had 3 offensive zone touches of the puck, and
Yeah.
there's the
Yeah, I saw
difference right
that.
there.
Yeah, crazy.
So it's I don't know what's going on with the Leafs and Matthews, and if they're just killing for Marner. Is that is that what they're missing? I don't know. It's got to be, but Matthews is hurt, so Like they're saying he has back problems still.
Oh, it's back.
So
Okay.
yeah. So
I thought
they're
someone
talking.
said. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
They were talking on Chicklets today that like if he's not if he's not ready, like right after, like if he goes to the Olympics and he comes back and the back's still bugging him, then shut him down for the year. But who
Yeah.
knows? Like I don't know if Toronto has the audacity to do that. But, I mean, to save your star player for the rest of the year, why not?
Yeah.
And then Montreal, they played really bad, like really bad. Pickard saved like 3 or 4 breakaways. Just no offense was created. It was just a bad game to watch. So write that one off. So we got points in 3 out of the 4 this week. If you want to count tonight's game, 4 of the 5. So you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess to bring it back to like the Jarry trade and stuff, like again, you're talking about how they were talking about it on Chicklets and whatnot. Like when I first saw that, like as an outsider, I was like a little bit skeptical too. And I know like me and Graham have talked to you guys about it and that like Skinner's a guy who's brought you to the cup like 3 times, and yeah, maybe he hasn't been the best all the time, but he's dominated Dallas 2 years in a row now, and like has proven that he can get it done. Did Jarry win a cup?
I don't think so.
No, it was
It was
Matt Murray, right?
Murray and Fleury, and then it was Murray and someone. It might
Yeah.
have been Murray
Okay.
and Fleury both cups, but yeah, I
Okay.
don't think Jarry
So
was there yet.
yeah. So like when I first looked at that trade, I was like, you're trading for it. In my outsider opinion, like a goalie that's just as good. And then, of course, like again, on Chicklets, he's going through all the stats and stuff. So he did convince me otherwise that you guys are getting a better goaltender. Cause yeah, it just sort of seemed like you guys like gave up a whole lot for not that much of a better goaltender. But like, again,
So
and then to Jans's point too, like you're not gonna make a trade for a Shesterkin or a Hellebuck or like
yeah,
A-tier goalie. Like, so this listening to Chicklets basically convinced me, a skeptic, that like this trade is actually really good for you guys and makes you look really scary with that upgrade in net. And now, like, I don't know. Do you think you're cup bound with Tristan Jarry in the net? I know it's early. It's only been like
I
2 games, but
I mean, with Stewie's skin, I think we're contenders, but I think we just got a whole lot better. And especially the move they made on the point with Stastny. Apparently, he's just a younger Kulak, like puck moving defensive defenseman. Like he's not gonna score you 20 goals, but he's gonna shut down top pairing or second line or whatever. And he skates really well. Like I've watched the first 3 games. Skates very well. He's playing on a pairing with Ty Emberson. They played on a pairing at the U18 National Development Program. They have past playing experience together. So if we can get that upgrade in net, get a cheaper defenseman, stay under the salary cap, like I'm all for it. So I like the trade so far. Obviously, if Jari turns into last year's Jari, then I won't love the trade. But so far, so good.
turns into last year's Jarry. What does that mean?
He was so bad last year. His career numbers every year he's been over 900, and then last year was put on waivers because he was so bad.
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah. 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 Well, and
I
then
think he
he
had like an
obviously
eight. Yeah, I
like,
think he had like an 8.72 last year or something like that.
yeah. I mean,
That's
his
just
team
his
was also
only
not
year.
great too, but
Yeah, and
yeah.
that was the only year he's ever done that in his career.
Yeah, and then I guess like he's been known to have some injury problems and stuff too, right? Like he's pretty injury
Yeah,
prone as well.
yeah, and he's not young. Like I think he's like 27 or 28, maybe even older.
Okay.
So Stewie Skin's a few years younger. I'm assuming that's why Pittsburgh made that deal. Like also
Yeah.
getting the second rounder. So yeah, I like the deal so far, and that's
That's a good question actually. Yeah, why do you think Pittsburgh made that deal? Because they're kind of like, I guess not so much anymore. They've kind of fallen off. I know they had a really good start to the season, but like they're also they want to win, I think, like while
yeah,
Crosby
like
and Malkin are still there.
Crosby will never let them tank, but like it's
Do I
just
think they can win? No, but like
no. I don't think they'll make the playoffs, but yeah, with Crosby there, they'll never be tanking. But they obviously want to get younger. But Kulak, Kulak's old. Like he's on his back 9, so that didn't really make much sense. But when they get a good defenseman back, they get a half decent goalie who can perform really well or can shit the bed. There's really no in between for Stewie Skins.
yeah.
they get a little
Interesting.
younger in net, and they get that second rounder with no retention, which was big for them probably.
Yeah. Do you think with like a move like this that Crosby sees this and he's like, I want out of here? Do you see him ever leaving Pittsburgh? Or I
I
know
don't
Biz has
see it ever
said
happening.
Crosby to Colorado.
Yeah. I don't see him ever leaving, but you never know. Like nowadays, it's like I know it's gonna be Malkin's last year. I can't right. I'm assuming Letang will play very much longer.
Yeah.
So maybe once both of them retire, then maybe he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go. But as long as those two are there, I don't think he leaves.